Welcome back to Roundtail Restoration, everybody. My name's Chris. Just a quick little video today. There's something out on the world called a Peep mirror. Never heard of it before, and I was scanning my favorite forum, and I came across a random post that talked about a Peep mirror. And essentially what a Peep mirror is this thing right here, and it's a side view mirror that doesn't get hard mounted to the car. And when I mean hard mounted, you don't have to drill holes in the bonnet or the doors or anything like that, and it kind of clamps on. So I guess these are pretty popular with like the older like Model Ts and that kind of car time frame, it seemed, but old pickup trucks and things like that. But I don't see any reason, unless it doesn't fit, why it might not work on my Triumph Spitfire. I had originally was going to do with a bonnet mirror set out over the fender, and by the time I remembered, I had already painted the car, and now I just don't have the guts to go drilling holes into it. So I'm going to give this a shot. So this is a flat mirror that I intend to use for the driver's side. They also make a convex mirror that you would have to use for the passenger side, so you can get that extra angle look to it. But we're going to see if it fits. I have no idea. I'll open it up, take a look inside, show you what's there. I think it was about 26 bucks. The convex one is just about $1 more. So a bunch of them out there. This was, as far as the quality look went, this was about the best I could find from the looks of it and the pictures. So we'll see if that holds true. So stick around. We'll see if we can get this installed. Thanks for watching. Let's get it sorted.
All right.
All right, so this is a United Pacific curved arm Peep mirror, and as you can see here, there's 3 different versions like I had mentioned. One's the flat glass, which is what this is, convex glass, and it looks like you can even get them with like a built-in turn signal there. But we'll go ahead and open this guy up, see what's inside. So the mirror itself and mounting stuff. So two bolts there and a piece of rubber to try to protect your paint, I guess. So inside here looks it looks all right. It's nice, relatively nice chrome. Obviously the mirror there doesn't look too bad. So we're gonna dry fit it kind of on the passenger side and see if I think it's even going to work. Who knows if this gap is too big or not big enough or whatever to kind of clamp onto the door. I'll show you what my intentions are there, and then we'll see if I can't get it on the driver's side and get it fit up, see how it works. All right, so my intention is to put it right here, and the potential interference here is the 2 bolts that hold the windscreen in are kind of right behind this. So obviously you can see that you got that big gap in there, so it would fit kind of like that, but obviously that's not going to work. So in the base here is a Phillips screwdriver, or Phillips screw, and I assume we can take that screw out and we can rotate this mounting arm here. There's a separate piece right here, if you can see that, and like I said, there's that screw in there. So let's loosen that up, see if we can turn it in some way. Yep, so not only does that turn, but it's kind of toothed a little bit, so it'll grip nice and tight. Little star washer in that Phillips screw to keep it mounted down nice and tight. So I'd want to do something like this, I think. Rotate the mirror so it's up and out of the way. All right, looking like that. Obviously we were going to adjust it. And it looks, at least on this side, like it would clear those bolts that I was mentioning. So we'll go ahead, we'll tighten this guy back down, I'll pull the car out from the wall here, get it fit on the driver's side, and see if I can't make this work. Well, sorry for the not so great light over here. So I don't have quite as much clearance on this side of the door in reference to the side of the underneath the windscreen here. So I had to move it aft a little ways just to clear those bolts because it wasn't shutting. But it's in there, and you got that little rubber boot on there, so that's in there. Another thing I had to do was swap the side of the mirror, and much like this where you loosen it and rotate it at 90 degrees or 180 degrees or whatever you need to, there's a screw on the back of the mirror. I'll show you close up here when I come around. Undo that screw, the whole mirror pops off. You just flip it around and put it on the other side, and then tighten it up, and it's pretty well put together, pretty well designed, obviously reversible and rangeable and all that. So now we're just going ahead and tighten this guy up. A little tricky to get the Allen wrench in here because there's not much room because it's a Spitfire. So I'll get this tightened up. And really, unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but the only way I'm going to be able to tell if this thing works is sit in the car, adjust the mirror, and then go for a ride. So we're going to do that. Here's that little screw I was talking about. Just pop that guy out. It's got a little flat washer in there. And you can take that whole thing out, flip it around, and you're all set. It's kind of squared off there, so it only fits in, or when it fits in tight. It's not going to rotate or anything on you. So pretty much any combination of direction or whatever you need. Vertically, you can hang it. I've seen pictures of them where they're hanging off the windshield and stuff like that. It's probably going to work for you. So some concern for wobbliness, is that a word? But it feels pretty good. I can see the door flexing when I move it, so I think it's going to be okay. So we'll go ahead and, like I said, quick trip around the block, see if it loosens up with the bumps and everything. Obviously the car is not incredibly comfortable, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll be back. All right, well, that worked really well. Pretty happy with the stability of it. I didn't really notice any shaking outside of the normal shaking that the car does. It took me a little bit to get it adjusted, but I don't think you're going to have a much smaller car than this to give you a tighter adjustment range, and it was able to find something that was comfortable and I could see behind me, and it worked well. So I'll think about doing a convex one on the other side. I'm not sure that I really need it or really want it, but it looks relatively period correct, and I think it was worth the 25 bucks that it cost. So if you're thinking about doing this and don't want to drill holes in your body work or whatever after you, especially after you've already finished it up, I think this is a good option for you. So thanks again for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Cheers.